This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. We're Dave, Rachel, and Forman. Hello, hello, hello. This is the podcast that gives you a Valentine poem.
Oh, that's nice.
I know. Roses are red, violets get old. Come cuddle with me, because damn it, it's cold.
Pass.
You can have that if you want. You can.
I will use that.
If you'd like to use that, it's very romantic.
On Jeremy, yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
It's very,
Damn it, it's cold. Yeah.
This podcast, by the way, is brought to you by, I can't believe this, we have sponsors.
We do.
Not
two.
one, but two.
Yeah.
We're brought to you this episode by the Canadian Congenital Heart
Alliance. Yeah.
And Keenan Keenan Handyman Services are back.
Yes, that's right. We're so happy to have both of them. We'll tell you a little more about each in a bit.
Yeah. But on the podcast today, I got some headlines for you. Not just any headlines. I have the wonderful wide world of headlines.
The wide world of headlines.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
great.
Yeah. Foreman's in a great deal of pain. I need to know more.
Okay.
You'll enjoy that.
And Rachel?
What am I doing today? Oh, I've got an update on all my sports.
Did you go skiing?
Yes. What happened with the skiing? That was supposed to happen.
Well,
You didn't, and I knew I should have just said, I know you
I
didn't.
knew she wouldn't go skiing.
Oh, man.
She didn't go skiing.
Of course we all
Why
knew.
didn't you go skiing?
We had it booked for
Yes.
end of January.
Yes.
But it was so cold, and it was the day that we were getting that big wallop of snow on a Sunday. It was so cold. It was going to be so windy and miserable. And I was like, I really think we should move this because I don't want to take the kids and then it's miserable and they're whining and the first experience skiing is awful. They'll never want to go back.
And being outdoors skiing on the snow, in the snow, would just be awful.
Yeah.
Well,
You
it was like
you realize
a
that's
blizzard.
You realize, Rachel, that snowing and cold are ideal skiing conditions.
Yes.
Yes, but this was like very cold.
And you got all the gear. You got the goggles. You
Yes,
got the
we
the
do,
what
we
is
do.
the
We have all the
balaclavas,
gear.
the
Yeah.
everything
Yeah.
to
keep
protect
you warm.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. And then once you start
So-
skiing, you warm right up because you're exercising.
Yes, I know.
Exactly.
I know that. But I really didn't want the kids to be. I knew what was going to happen. You take the kids out, it's miserable.
Oh, sure. Blame the kids.
Here's the backstory, okay?
It's because they didn't want to.
Yeah.
not-
Did they say they didn't want to
don't
go?
know.
No.
They don't know any better, right? But I know better, and I know that they're gonna whine if we go and it's miserable, and then they'll never want to go back. And you're there for 4 hours, and
Yeah.
it's not cheap. And I want to make sure we get the full value.
You know, you could
out
take
of
breaks.
this.
You could take breaks
Yeah.
and have a
Yes.
hot chocolate and have some
And we
fun
would.
in the
Yeah, we will.
chalet.
We're going to go.
I feel like you'll spend pretty much 3.5 to 3.25 hours in the chalet anyway, Rachel.
Well, you never know. But we have already
do.
paid for my lessons, and because it was my Christmas gift, right?
Yes,
And that is only good this season.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
have to go, or
Yeah.
it's a waste of money.
Okay.
Season ends in like a month. So
Yeah.
Right.
Pretty sure.
So, well, there's like March break. It'll go a little past March break.
when
You-
everybody else is there.
You don't know
Right.
that. You don't
We're
know
planning to go at the end of this month.
You're very concerned about children
Okay.
whining, but I don't hear a child whining, but I do hear whining.
Well, no, I'm not whining.
that. A little bit.
I'm just saying.
Well, you get
We
kind of
always
whiny.
tend to go to places when the weather is awful. Like we went to Disney World in May.
Oh, that
if
sounds
you might
terrible.
recall, which was so brutally hot. It was like not ideal.
Yeah.
Right. And then we ended up going to a Blue Jays game when it was like so stifling hot that we couldn't even stay. Like we all left in the 6th inning because we couldn't stay. And that was a
Right.
waste of money too. So then our kids at that point at the Blue Jays game said, why do we always go to places when it's way too hot? Why do we pick the worst day? And we went to Canada's Wonderland and it was so hot that day. Like it was way too hot to be out waiting in line.
Sounds like
and
you
doing
need
all
to
that.
start going places when it's cold. Very
Right.
cold.
Yeah. So you can ski.
Okay.
Yes.
well,
You're trying
anyways,
to dodge the. You're dodging the
trying
issue
to
here.
avoid
Yes.
the
No,
opposite.
like
that
weather.
it was
Weather
going to be
is
too
weather.
cold.
Like if you're going to Canada's Wonderland, you're going in the summertime.
Well,
That's
yeah,
a fact.
but I think now
Yes.
I'd go
And
in the
it's-
spring or maybe the fall. Like, I don't think I'm going to go in August again. You know what I mean? Like, I'm never going to go to Florida. Well,
Okay, you're
I'm
never
never
gonna
going to
go
go for a
skiing
long
again.
time right
No.
now.
No, you're never
but
going
I'm not going to
skiing.
go to Florida again in May. Like,
No.
that was a bad idea.
Okay,
You know?
you're never going skiing. You're not.
I'm going skiing
No, you're not.
but
Well, tell us when.
Yeah.
the end of February, end of this month.
The end of February
Like,
now.
yeah, we're going to book that.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
Dave
right.
and I need a date to hang out in the
Yeah.
lodge.
Yeah, because I'm going.
You're not
Yes.
invited.
It's
Okay.
a new
Why not?
lodge.
It's
Well, you
wide
never
open.
came to my hockey, which I also have an update on that too.
Yeah, what? Haven't been?
No, and I'm quitting.
What?
I'm quitting.
Oh.
You haven't been and you're quitting.
I've only gone one time this year,
Uh-huh.
and I, quite frankly, I just don't enjoy it. I don't like it. It's not fun. I dread it.
We knew
And
that.
then I'm like, you know what? I'm a grown-ass woman, and I
Yeah.
can decide that I don't want to do this.
We
and
knew
so
all that,
I have
but
now.
we thought at
I'm
least
not
our
going.
peer pressure was still forcing you into it. But
But no.
It
huh?
was for a while, but I did one this year, and now I'm done. One and done.
One and
That's
done.
it.
Yeah.
I'm not going
okay.
again.
Uh-huh.
It's too much. It's an hour and a half. It's at 9 p.m. No thanks. I'm
too
not.
cold.
It's not cold once you're out there. That one's actually the opposite.
You're definitely not going skiing.
So I'm gonna try skiing, and that will
No.
be my next athletic venture.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. We
I'll
need
keep
this
you posted.
now. Since it's the only athletic thing you have on the go at the moment, we really do need a date.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it'll be
And-
probably
and-
last 2 weekends
Yes.
of February at some point.
Because
So
Dave-
soon.
Dave, we have a message, a comment on Spotify from Sydney that said her kids started lessons there a few weeks ago.
Oh.
And the new part of the lodge, it has a fantastic view of the Bunny Hill.
Oh, perfect.
Which is where I will live. That's where I will
If
live.
you go, which you won't.
I'm gonna go. We've already paid for it.
I don't
We
think
have
that-
to go.
You're not
Doesn't
going.
seem to matter. You
I
paid
don't.
for a
That
whole
never
season
seems
of hockey
to.
too,
Yeah, that didn't. You paid for hockey too. Come on.
True.
and all the equipment.
Yes. I
know
have
the n-
hundreds of dollars into hockey.
You know the Knights just did an equipment drive. You should probably drop it all off.
This is Due to Underwhelming Demand, the podcast that gives you a Valentine poem. You know, because it's almost Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Oh, another.
Yeah.
How
Roses,
many poems did you write for us,
I've been
Dave?
very
so
busy.
romantic.
roses are red. Pizza sauce is too. I ordered a large. Fine, I guess I'll share it with you.
What if I want wings?
Okay. That's
Okay.
funny. I like that one. Yeah.
I'll write another one for the wings.
What if I
I'll
want
write-
wings?
I want wings. Anyway, this podcast, this Valentine's edition of the podcast, and you could be listening to this when it's stinking hot. I don't know. But it is the Valentine's edition, and it's brought to you by the Canadian Congenital Heart Alliance, better known as CCHA.
Yeah, this is a nonprofit, and congenital heart disease is the #1 birth defect, which I didn't know. There's no known cause, there's no cure, only surgical intervention. And 1 in 100 people actually have some form of congenital heart disease.
That's high.
Yeah, I know.
high.
Wow.
Some small, but for some people it is life challenging. About 260,000 people were born with congenital heart disease. 4,000 babies in Canada each year are born with this. So the Canadian Congenital Heart Alliance is a nonprofit that aims to raise awareness and raise funds for congenital heart disease. So if you would like to donate, I'm sure they would love to have your donation. CCHAforlife.org is where you can donate. Since 2004, the CCHA has worked with adult and pediatric professionals and families across Canada to raise awareness of congenital heart disease and the need for lifelong expert care. So this is not just like a one and done thing. They have to have lifelong care. And 90 to 95% of children with heart defects will now live into adulthood and well beyond. So that's great news. But we still need to ensure that the care and support is there for them every step of the way. That's why that's where your donations come in. And they recognize the effects of congenital heart disease extend well beyond the person, and they strive to be an alliance of individuals living with CHD, as well as families, friends, and loved ones. So if you can donate, or just to be aware of heart disease, congenital heart disease, and the Canadian Congenital Heart Association.
Yeah. CCHA for life.org.
Go, give, learn more. This is Due to Underwhelming Demand. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. This is the podcast that gives you a Valentine poem.
Oh,
nice.
Roses are red. Daffodils are yellow. Like marijuana, you make me feel mellow.
Aw.
Nice?
And warm inside.
That's very heartfelt.
Sure. Yeah. That's
And
so nice.
And I have the munchies.
Well, I'm definitely feeling it from all the snow, particularly from shoveling all the snow.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
What do you mean you're feeling it?
Yeah, like I can barely move my body right now.
What?
My whole upper
How
body.
is that?
There's a striking pain that goes from the back of my head down
no.
to between my shoulders. I can't, I can
Yep.
barely do anything. Trying to put on a shirt is difficult.
Yes.
You like,
Trying to get up from lying down is almost impossible.
what are you, like
Yes.
40 years old?
Yeah,
Come on.
apparently.
You
Guess
need a
how old I am.
You
snowblower.
don't know what it's like to have pain every day.
Yeah.
Every day.
Well, this has only been-
Everything hurts.
This has only been 2 days.
Well, shoveling is it's not, you can get really hurt shoveling,
Uh-huh.
you know? And they say it's like, right now, I think it's a big cause of heart attacks and things like that. Because
Well,
of
yeah,
your-
no, you
Yeah.
have to be very aware of what you're doing, and also extremely cold temperatures are it makes your body work in different ways to keep you warm and everything else. So that doesn't impact your heart and what you're doing out there. So you have to be aware of that.
Right.
Yeah. I
But
mean, and I'll
also,
take
Foreman,
this over a heart attack. That's for sure.
Well,
but you're in
yes.
you're in the south. You're in St. You're not getting
In
all
the
the snow I
south.
get up in the here north. It
not
snows
true.
every day. It snows at least twice a
Yes,
day.
I know it's been snowing
Every
here,
day.
too.
There's some buildup on my driveway now that I'm not doing. I'm not.
Okay.
Yeah,
What
I
do-
think
what-
at some point Jeremy was like, what if we just drive over it a lot?
It doesn't have to be completely clear.
Yeah.
It doesn't.
Jeremy's like, I think we should just keep driving over it.
I
And
was
I'm
up
like,
early this morning because
whatever.
I hate it. We talked about this in the last episode.
Yeah.
I hate when the tire marks. So I was up early this morning before any vehicle went out, and I shoveled again. There wasn't much, but I just
You're
need
my
to get it out of
dad.
the way.
He
Yeah.
gets every speck of snow and ice
I hate doing it,
off
but
that driveway.
I need it off. I don't want it there, and it's such a useless thing to do because
Yes.
it's just frozen
because who cares? It's
water.
still
Like
yeah.
it's just nothing.
Yeah.
But you have to do it. But I don't understand how that's hurting you. Is it the
Well, it's
pile
the
up at the
lifting
bottom
of
at
the
the
snow.
Yeah, but
It might be the pile.
It's
I'm not
so
sure,
cold out, Rachel. The snow doesn't weigh very much. It's not snowman snow.
Yeah,
Snowman snow is heavy. The heavy wet snow is not fun.
How do you think Forman's hurt himself then?
Well,
and
that's what I'm
the thing,
asking.
though, because the pack that the plow puts at the end of the driveway
Uh-huh.
hasn't been as bad. Because it hasn't been as heavy as when
Sure.
it's wet and then it turns into solid ice and all that. It hasn't been wet and heavy.
No. So
So
then what's
I
the
don't know.
problem?
And I know last week I was saying how funny it was that the guy with the tiny little electric snowblower was out there way longer than me. And I went doot, 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 shoveled it all. Piece of cake, didn't feel anything until the next day. And now the day after.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Well, how big is are they?
Oh,
When they pile up the snow in your driveway, is it a big pile? Because I know you've complained about this before.
It's been out east. It was way worse because we had a side street across from us.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what do you call it? perpendicular or
Yeah.
across. So the plow would come out of that street, come around the corner, and all the stuff from their street, not even the street I live on, would end up in the end of our driveway.
Oh.
Yeah. Now we don't have
So
that, so
then
it's really not that bad.
Well,
Well,
and you
okay,
know,
that's bad as
I
that.
recall somebody when we were doing the radio show together, and you were whining about all the snow in the bottom of your driveway. Somebody said, "Well, you got to know which way does the plow come from," and then that's what I do with mine. When
I've
the
done
plow,
that, yes.
When the plow comes to do my driveway, because I go the extra mile, so I go right out onto the road. And I shovel because I know which way
Along
it's
the
going to
side.
come. It usually comes east to west, so they're going to come by this way. Whatever. Anyway, it doesn't matter. So I make sure I clear out the snow on the east side of my driveway so that when they plow by, nothing goes in my driveway.
I do it out on both sides out
do
onto
you?
the road just
Yeah.
to be sure.
Yeah, and you're still getting it.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
getting,
doing it
again.
right.
It's not as bad as it has been, or it could be, but I don't know why it's hurt so much. Maybe it's that wonky shovel I was talking
Well, it
about.
could be.
It could be
could
that
be
you
the
need
shovel.
a new shovel.
Could be the shovel.
You may need to break down and get a
Yeah.
shovel.
It could be that you're 40.
Maybe you should buy a snow thrower.
Snow thrower?
Yeah, that's probably what your neighbor has, which is why it took forever.
No, that seemed like an absolute nightmare.
Well, if you're gonna do it.
Like
go
a snow
big.
blower is bigger. A snow
Yeah.
thrower is kind of like a very small snow
Yeah.
blower.
Go big or go home. Get a blower. You don't
Yeah.
want one. You don't want to be that guy.
Yeah, I need one of the big honking snow blowers that,
Yeah.
fun fact, once upon a time, my dad dropped down the stairs on top of my mom.
Oh.
Oh no.
Ouch.
That's not a
Ouch.
fun day.
No.
Fine.
That's not a fun
Probably hurt after that more than I do now.
She got right back up on the horse.
Literally.
Yeah.
Yes. This is due to underwhelming demand. This is our Valentine's episode, and with that in mind, this is the podcast that gives you a Valentine poem.
Lovely. Yeah.
These are free.
You've
You
been
can have
very
them.
busy, Dave.
I have been busy.
Yeah.
Roses are red and always worth seeing. Pretty sure Rachel is never going to see it.
Did you just make that one up?
Yeah, right on the spot. Did you like that?
Oh my God.
Did you like that? Hey, this.
Fuck you.
Hey.
Oh, take a drink.
Hey. That's like take a drink if you're playing
Fine.
the game.
I will, yeah.
All right, there we
The
go.
game.
Yeah,
The
okay.
The game.
All right. And this fine podcast is brought to you by Keenan and Keenan Handyman Services. They're back.
They're back. Yes. Welcome back, Jen and Johnny Keenan. They're a couple and they have a handyman business, which is booming, apparently.
Yes.
Yes, but they'll do all kinds of stuff for you. They can kind of level your stairs out. They could do painting. They could hang light fixtures if you're not wanting to or you can't do it yourself.
Can they hang pictures for me? I hate doing that.
He could probably hang pictures for you. Yeah.
See?
I think Forman needs help with that too, right?
Forman
Didn't
usually
you put a whole
does.
bunch of holes in your wall one time?
Yeah, but you hide them with the picture
Right?
if you're doing it right.
Maybe you don't
doing
need
it
Johnny
right.
for that.
If you're doing
Maybe
it
you
right,
don't need
yeah.
him for that
Okay,
particularly.
Johnny will probably not be happy that you did that for him,
No.
but okay.
Yeah. See?
But anything that could be as
he'll
big
come
as
and fix the holes that you've put in.
Well, yeah, I might need that actually. The hole
could do
that I repaired the hole that the couch delivery people.
Oh,
put in the
yes, I
wall.
recall
Oh, you
that.
did, yeah,
You
okay.
fixed that, huh?
Yeah,
How'd
I
that
fixed
go?
it. Yeah, I mean, you can still tell something happened to that wall.
Nah.
Like I might need a professional at some
You
point.
should call Keenan and Keenan Handyman Services.
Because it's going to be
Yeah.
as small as that or as major as a huge kitchen renovation, which they're currently doing.
They are, which is
Oh.
kind of cool. They actually said to us that they're doing a kitchen reno for listeners of our podcast
Hey.
who have become great clients of theirs.
It's amazing.
So advertising works and it's working for them. So we're happy to have them back again. So yeah, they're doing a kitchen reno right now. They're also expanding. They've had to hire 2 guys to help Johnny because they have so
Wow.
much going on.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so they're
for them. That's
they
awesome.
are very busy. Yeah, Keenan and Keenan. So they'll do it all. They do everything. If you need help around the house, maybe you don't have time to do something, or you don't want to do something, or you need help hanging something, can't reach it. Maybe
don't
you want a
wanna do
kitchen
anything.
reno. You don't want to do that.
I don't know. I'm sure they don't shovel snow, though, Forman. I'm pretty sure.
I don't know if they'd shovel snow.
I'll ask.
No, they might. They might.
And now,
probably
listen,
could.
if you want to get a hold of them, Keenan Handyman Services, at gmail.com. Make sure you have the S on the end of services. Okay.
keenanhandymanservices.com.
Right.
Is their website. Yeah,
Right.
you can find them on Facebook as well. They service Elgin, Middlesex, Oxford, and Norfolk counties.
It's pretty much everywhere in this area.
Yeah, probably London as well. Anyway, yeah, Keenan and Keenan. You can call Johnny. Call Jen, actually. She's the one who answered. I met Jen in person recently. That was kind of cool. It was like a starstruck moment.
Yeah.
You know, she's very tall. A lot taller than me, but that's not hard. That's not hard. Yeah. Anyway, lovely people. Great business, and
Great
now they're
couple.
booming. Great couple.
Yeah.
Keenan and Keenan.
If you want the opposite of overpriced quotes, unreliable contractors, poor workmanship, and unfinished jobs, keenanhandymanservices.com.
Absolutely.
This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. It's the podcast that gives you a Valentine poem. Because, this is our Valentine podcast. Roses are red, violets are blue. I've got a pollen allergy. Somebody get me a Benadryl. That one doesn't rhyme, does it?
You need that in the spring, though. You do have a very bad.
I do have I have bad allergies.
Like in the
Anyway,
spring,
that's
Dave's
for me.
eyes are like red and puffy for
That's-
about 6 weeks.
That's
Yeah.
for me.
Poor Dave.
I don't know. I mean, there's never a bad time for a Benadryl.
No.
Unless you're operating heavy machinery.
Right.
but
That's right.
You need
yeah.
a good sleep, a beer, and a Benadryl. It'll
Yeah.
Otherwise,
you right
they
out.
are
Clears you right out.
fantastic.
Okay. All right. It's time for it's time for headlines.
Real headlines.
Okay, awesome.
Not just any headlines. This edition is the wonderful wide world of headlines.
Okay.
Around the globe we
Right.
go.
Going
Around the
beyond Guelph.
That's right.
And Florida?
We may get to Guelph.
Okay.
But we're going around the world with the headlines today.
Great.
Ready? Are you ready?
Yep.
These are I don't
Yes.
make these up, by the way. These are actual headlines.
Nope.
I don't make
Don't
them up.
have to.
I don't have to. Here we go. Are You Dead app designed for people living alone surges to #1 in China.
Headlines.
The Are You Dead app? For
think you,
people
like-
living alone.
Check on people. Like, you still alive? Okay, great.
Oh, I
You
thought
need
it was
an app.
about
They have-
yourself. I'm like, how do
they
you
have an
not
app
know?
for that. Yes, they have an app for that. Are You
That's
Dead? The
WebMD,
Are You
Rachel.
Dead app. Are You Dead
It's
app.
WebMD, Dr. Google.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Patagonia sues drag queen Patagonia over trademark.
That's an actual headline.
I don't know why, but that made me laugh. There's a drag queen called Patagonia.
Just let her live.
That's funny.
Who cares?
It's hysterically funny.
They
That
should
is
partner
funny.
with her, not
yes,
sue her.
That's Patagonia.
absolutely. Free
What's up with
promotion.
you? What's
wow.
up with you, Patagonia?
Yeah.
Okay. Winterfest in Green Bay canceled due to cold weather.
Real
like my
headlines.
skiing.
Just like your
Thank
skiing.
you very
Rachel.
much.
Yeah, canceled.
They canceled a whole festival.
Yeah.
Yes.
Saying.
And that's why we're making fun of it. See the connection?
See the connection there?
Fuck you.
Hey, have a drink. It's coffee because this is early. A Minnesota woman arrested with bag full of drugs labeled definitely not a bag full of drugs.
Headlines.
I don't know why that
I
happened.
feel like there's a once a year somebody does that.
You know what? I'm really going to trick these guys.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
got it.
They won't even look.
Wonderful wide world of headlines. President Trump tells roomful of German speakers in Switzerland that, quote, without us right now, you'd all be speaking German.
That's an actual headline.
Actually said that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's,
Wow.
yeah, he actually said that. I'm not making that up. This won't make him happy
Oh,
either. A small geyser of poop water is flooding into Washington's Potomac River.
Oh,
Real
my.
headlines.
It's a small geyser.
Yeah, what's considered
It's-
small?
well-
Any size geyser
Well, no,
of
there's
poop
This is a small geyser, then there's a geyser, and then there's a large
Large
I guess.
geyser,
Yeah, I
okay.
guess. I don't know.
On the
Medium,
spectrum.
large, you know how it works.
Sure. Okay. That's fine.
Closer to home around the world, Guelph woman.
Oh, Guelph,
Forman.
here we are.
Foreman likes to send me the Guelph one.
But then I forget about them, so it's new to me again.
Yeah. Guelph woman allegedly slapped by a stranger for not having a lighter.
Headlines.
I'm going to have a dart.
It's very important.
I'm going to have a dart.
I don't have a lighter.
Smokes.
Hey,
Yeah.
come on.
Lighter.
Hey,
No lighter.
Come
What?
on. What?
Well,
Sarnia
Okay.
police graciously accept suspect's request to come get him while executing a warrant.
That's an actual headline.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We'll come
come
get
get
ya.
me.
Sure.
Okay, we will.
Sure.
All right.
we will do that.
What's in the bag? Definitely not drugs.
Cars crash into London buildings 5 times a month on average, new numbers show. That's
Real
interesting.
headlines.
Not
London,
really
Ontario?
particularly funny, but it's odd.
In our city?
Yes.
5 times a month.
5
I
times
don't
now.
hear about it 5 times a month. I
Oh,
can
it's
tell
happening,
you that.
Rachel. Yes. I think there was 3 times in a week at one point.
What?
Yes.
That shocks me. That cannot be true.
It's a lot of snow. There's a lot of snow.
Okay.
It's a lot of snow. Car towed from water after driver follows GPS directions into a Toronto boat launch.
Headlines.
That's happened a lot.
Like, you can see what's ahead of you on the road,
Yeah,
right? Like,
right.
Maybe don't go down the
Down there.
ramp.
Maybe
yeah,
don't follow
yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Still, the wonderful wide world of headlines. Still in Toronto, Toronto sex store receives letters from the U.S. Department of War asking them to stop sending butt plugs to Bahrain.
That's an actual headline.
I
What?
don't have an answer to that.
That is a lot. There's a lot of moving parts
There's a
there.
lot to process there.
So
but
the sex store in
essentially,
Toronto
stop sending butt plugs
is
to Bahrain.
sending butt plugs to Bahrain.
And the Department of War in the U.S. does not look.
has a
Stop
problem
it.
with that?
Yeah.
Stop
What
it.
do they care?
I recall looking at, because I believe it's American soldiers stationed in Bahrain.
Okay, all right.
Ordering items, and that country doesn't allow them.
Okay.
So,
Oh, I see.
There's
Okay.
way too. Don't give me. It was funnier the
Wow.
other way.
How
Now
many
it's
soldiers
now
are
it's
ordering
ceasing to be funny.
sorry.
That.
Stop
I'm just.
that.
I need to know why that's a thing.
No,
but
you don't
okay.
need to know. Stop
That's-
it.
okay, fine.
These are just headlines.
Fine,
Leave them
fine, fine, fine.
alone.
Okay.
Okay. Well, a Canadian driver caught speeding in a car that police say was, quote, held together with duct tape and wishful thinking.
Real headlines.
Yeah.
That's funny.
There's a lot of that in the country. I feel like.
Okay.
You
Well,
didn't
this is
specify where is that Woodstock?
I believe it was in BC, but it could have been. It
Not
could have
Guelph.
been. Not Guelph, not Woodstock.
Duct tape and
Okay.
wishful thinking.
Now, finally, on the wide world of headlines, off to Florida.
Yay.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay.
Florida teen arrested after allegedly assaulting mom with a pork chop. That's not nice.
Headlines.
A pork chop.
Yeah. But if we have these one more night, mom.
The pork is cheap right now. Food's
I
expensive.
just can't.
Yeah.
I
Food's
just
I
can't.
expensive.
cannot get anyone in this family to eat pork chop.
Really?
We have plenty. They're in the freezer. They're ready to go because
Nobody
they're
wants
cheap
them.
right
Oh.
now,
Nobody
and
wants-
no one wants
Nobody
them.
wants.
I
pork
like
chop.
them, but Jeremy can't
too.
have
Yeah.
like it's considered a red meat. So he anyway we don't
Cannot
have
have
them.
that. Florida man stole wine and steak by shoving it down his pants.
That's an actual
Like, I don't-
headline.
Well, where
the
else
wine
are you
is
gonna-
in a bottle, but like the steak.
Where else are you gonna put it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't have a purse,
Good point.
so
That was
Very-
his
a very
only
good point.
barrier.
Yeah. Good point. Florida man Corvette driver. That's
Yeah.
a handle. Does
Okay.
donuts in church parking lot to impress date. Ends with arrest.
Real
I've
headlines.
never heard that one before. I
maybe
think I've done
I'm
that
sure
one
it's
before.
happened before.
I don't know. Do
Yeah.
you get it? Are women impressed by Corvettes doing donuts?
No, I'm not.
And then
No.
getting arrested for
Yeah,
it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Florida woman.
If somebody took me on a date and did donuts in their Corvette, I'd think they were a try hard.
okay.
Right.
You know
so
what I
you're
mean?
not
Try hard.
going to bail him out later.
A try
No.
hard. Okay. Florida woman arrested drinking cinnamon whiskey with no pants on.
Headlines.
That's what it does to
Hold
you.
on, what?
Wait a minute.
Shit.
Is that somehow against the law?
Yeah, why is that against the law?
Why is that a crime?
But Foreman's been there,
Yeah,
obviously.
Foreman knows.
That's what you plan to happen when you start drinking it.
Okay, so
Okay.
you don't begin with your
It's
pants
everyone
off.
else's fault for not realizing what was
Yeah.
about to happen.
What is about to happen? I just really, it's Florida. I don't know how that's against the law.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, pantsless Florida woman arrested in boxed wine theft.
That's an actual headline.
That's just funny.
She needed
There's
a little
nothing
more.
not funny about that. If you're not laughing right now, I can't help
She
you.
needed a little more.
Yeah.
How many of them were empty?
That's just funny. That's just funny. Florida man naked but for a face mask arrested for robbery. See, they knew
Real
who he
Hold
was.
on.
Lines.
Florida man, what? Naked, but he's only
He had a
wearing
face.
a face
Yeah,
mask,
had a face mask to disguise himself.
but naked. You know what I'm
I recognize that ass anywhere. That's enough of you.
Wow, okay.
I know that birthmark.
Yeah.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Florida
Tattoos?
man decides it's a good day to go to Hobby Lobby naked.
Why are they
Headlines.
always naked in Florida? It's not even warm there right
it's
now.
Hot.
The
It's
heat.
not hot
It's
right
the
now.
heat.
My
My God,
God,
the heat.
the heat.
It's the heat.
It's cold
And
right
there's
now.
nothing not funny about Hobby Lobby. I just think that's a great. I don't know why Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
Yep.
Florida deputy handcuffs emu on the run.
That's an actual
They
headline.
handcuff an emu.
I don't know.
Yes. Those are very large legs.
I don't know. I
Do you
don't
put
have
it
a
on
picture.
their legs? I guess you
But
do.
it does paint a picture.
The neck.
Yes.
He handcuffed an emu on the run.
Well, that would slow them down if you can get it on
It
them.
would slow them down.
Yeah.
That would do it. Florida woman arrested for stealing Stanley Cup to store her breast milk.
Real headlines.
Now, Florida did win the Stanley Cup 2 years in a row. So the first thing I thought was,
Oh,
really? And then I
actual
realized,
Stanley
no, it's
Cup.
a Stanley. It's just a
one
Stanley.
of those big
He
mug things. Yeah,
Stole somebody's Stanley.
right.
Yeah.
Not nearly as funny. Not nearly when you investigate. So this is why you don't
She
investigate.
had a lot. Like that's kind of impressive, actually.
Doesn't she already have natural
yeah.
storage?
Well, yeah, but it's got to come out sometime.
Florida Florida man charter boat captain finds 24 kilos of cocaine out at sea, promptly gets busted trying to sell it to a sheriff.
He found it at sea.
Promptly is the word there.
Yes.
That tells you everything you need to know.
Selling
he
it
picked
to
the wrong
who?
Yeah.
A sheriff. He picked the wrong guy.
Sure did. Sure did.
You there in the uniform.
You there. Want to
Buy
buy
my
some
cocaine?
Would you like
You
some
there.
cocaine? Florida man wearing lace lingerie arrested and accused of hiding a gun under his prosthetic breasts.
Wow.
That's an actual
There's a
headline.
lot there.
He was okay. So he not only was wearing lingerie.
I believe he was arrested at Walmart.
Of course he was. Of course. That's my favorite one of the day.
Okay.
Wearing
Well, I'm not
fake
done yet.
breasts,
Yeah.
lingerie in
at Walmart.
Walmart.
Hiding a gun.
Hiding a gun.
Hiding a gun in his
Yep.
fake breast.
Yep.
Hey, what is that? Is that a gun you're
That's
hiding
so
behind
funny.
your fake breast, or are you just happy to see it? Florida woman tries to avoid arrest by defecating towards officers,
Real headlines.
Towards them.
which leads to that's the first thing I thought. There had to
Wow.
be some sort of horizontal activity going on here.
Yeah.
to defecate towards the police. You
I'm
understand?
concerned with how that's
Yes.
projecting.
Yeah. That's,
know?
That's just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Agreed.
one more. Thumbless Florida man fingered in gun theft, wore shirt with name on it.
Headlines.
He should have been naked. Less likely to get you.
Fingered. Yeah. This is due to underwhelming demand. It's a podcast. It's Dave, Rachel, and Forman. The podcast brought to you by the Canadian Congenital Heart Alliance and Keenan and Keenan Handyman Services. Thank you to both for supporting the podcast. And by the way, it is the Valentine edition of the podcast. I have one
Yes.
more poem.
Oh,
One
you
more.
do?
One more.
Okay.
Roses are red, apples are green. Sponsor our podcast. Don't be so mean.
Don't be so mean.
That's right. You can go to underwhelming.ca, get all the information you need to sponsor this wonderful, wonderful podcast so that we can keep on doing it.
Be like Keenan Keenan.
Yes.
What? King? What do you mean?
Well, Keenan doesn't quite rhyme, but
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Keenan and Keen. By the way, Alan from the Canadian Congenital Heart Alliance is a huge Sens fan, Forman.
Oh!
And he says, "Go Sens, go."
Okay.
He sent a
yes,
message.
absolutely
just saying that.
good. You and me, Alan.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's
He
go.
He's from Ottawa, so he loves the Sens just like you. So anyway,
Go Brady Kachuk, except in the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, that's it. We don't want
Okay.
that. We don't want that.
we have a few emails.
Hey, guys, these like my...
Oh,
look,
qu'est-ce
I
que
got
c'est?
my...
Bruno Mars, Super Bowl.
No. it's-
Super Bowl,
It's the-
Benito Bowl.
It was the Benito Bowl. How about
Bad Bunny?
Bad
Yeah.
Bunny at the Super
I like
Bowl.
Bad Bunny. He's
He
always
was
on
great.
SNL. Like they always have him
Oh, he's the
on a
best.
lot.
Yeah,
and
he was
he's
great
so
on
funny.
SNL, but I thought it was great. A great halftime show.
Yeah.
I'd talk about it more, but we're running out of time.
Yes,
Yeah.
I would say if you're watching the video though, who agrees with me that Dave's shirt is really Bruno Mars?
Not Bruno Mars.
Kind of does look like
God.
Bruno Mars,
Look,
but
it
it's
doesn't
because
even
he's
look
wearing
like it.
glasses.
No, it's Bad Bunny.
Yeah, looks like Bad
Anyway,
Bunny.
shout out to my wife who got me a
Bruno
Bad
Mars
Bunny,
has a
Bad
new,
Bunny shirt. I love it. I love it. Don't forget our website,
has a new
underwhelming.ca. You can go there. You can get all the information you need. You can send us an email. How do you send us an email? I
Dave
forgot.
Rachel
Underwhelming.ca.
Foreman. Sure. Or that. Underwhelming.ca or
Sure.
DaveRachelForeman@gmail.com.
Oh yeah.
I have an email from Bonnie Rideout, who is in northern BC. This is our friend in BC. And she says, Foreman,
Northern
I
BC.
had my horn freeze last winter.
Ah,
Your car horn.
How far north is she?
very.
I don't know. She said northern BC. I think she's
Yeah.
very
It's
north.
quite up there.
Yeah.
Whoa.
She said we had a cold snap late January, early February last year. It was around minus 35 to minus 40 for a few weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Still better than the wet cold down there in southwestern Ontario.
Oh yeah, it's wet cold here. Sure.
She
Right.
says, I use my horn fairly regularly. So does Forman.
Yes.
However, not because of bad drivers. I'm typically honking at deer, elk, and occasionally moose from crossing the road. There are a lot.
Elk, even.
She actually
Whoa.
says they hit an elk recently.
Whoa,
Oh.
Yeah.
Shawnee.
That
They
wouldn't
hit
be
an
fun.
elk a couple weeks ago. Now we have to deal with provincial insurance, car insurance,
Yeah.
and very few body shops want to deal with that. Anyway, I hope you get your car fixed.
Yeah.
She says, Rachel, I laughed so hard at you telling the kid to get on the bus, and even harder when he actually did. Did you need to get involved? Probably not. But
Yeah.
I'm glad you did just for this story.
Okay, there's somebody that's okay. Well,
And I don't see anything wrong with it. You weren't mean or forcing him to get on the bus, and his mom would probably thank you. LOL.
Yeah.
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 Bonnie also purchased a toque from our merch store.
Hey.
And she says, thank you for adding toques to your merch for me, because you're right. The person in northern BC would request a toque. It gets cold up here.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
Well, minus 35.
Yeah, they're minus
Steve.
35 certified.
Wow.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, all right.
Wow.
Anyways, she has sent some pictures of her wearing the underwhelming toque out in the
great.
wild. Thank you, Bonnie. She says also, butt or bus was my favorite segment ever from
Okay.
Bonnie.
Well, you know.
You have to bring that back, Dave.
you
We've
really
heard
do.
that a few times.
It's not
Bonnie.
It's not as easy as that. You know, like you.
Okay.
You need
Mm-hmm.
you
Need to find things that people shove up or
if
leave
people
on.
stop shoving things up their ass,
They will
how am I
not
going to do
stop.
it?
They won't.
You know, yeah.
It will never stop.
Nobody will
It'll never
stop.
stop.
Yeah.
Okay, all
Nobody,
right.
well, not nobody, but
Melissa has some messages about the similar topics, as a matter of fact.
Oh.
First saying, Foreman, I think your horn doesn't work because of overuse. My husband refuses to use the horn on any asshole drivers, and it drives me crazy.
yes,
She uses it. He does not.
I say the same about Jeremy.
I'd like to wrap up that story, by the way, by telling you that the horn was not frozen.
Oh,
Upon further inspection, they merely just had to replace a wire connecting to the horn, and it's back in service
Oh,
again.
perfect.
Back online.
All right. Have you used it since?
No, and that was my
What?
first day with a horn. I had no reason to use it. I was so
Oh,
mad.
what
I
a
thought for
disappointment.
sure someone would be in my way.
I had somebody right after we had recorded that episode. I got that was so this is a while back. I picked up my daughter. She needed to be picked up, and so we're driving, and it's snowing. Of course, it's snowing.
Yeah.
And some dude. First, a mail truck nearly hit me. I'm driving on a street. The mail truck's in a driveway, facing the road. The mail truck starts heading down the driveway, and I'm looking. I'm going, well, they're going to stop because I'm on the road. I'm coming on the road. I'm sure they're going to. And then it's like, you're not stopping. Why aren't you stopping? So I'm like pumping I got to pump, and then she spots me, and then she goes,
no.
I'm sorry. I'm like, whoa, nice. And Charlotte's like, whoa, Dad.
Yeah.
I said, yeah, that wasn't fun.
No.
And not 2 minutes later, some dude cut me off, and trust me, it's snowing. The roads
And
were slippery.
Yeah.
I always try to leave a little gap because
Right.
you have to stop. And this dude, like right in front of me, and I was like, no, not now, not after what just happened to me with the mail truck.
Right.
So I blink. No, I just kept going. Honk, honk, honk.
Not today.
honk.
Not today, Satan.
And then Charlotte goes, Dad. I said, okay. I just want.
Calm down.
Well, the point is, it's not that, it's a little annoyed, but my point there is I want everyone who's driving near us to know this guy's a real, douchebag, right?
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, in the snow, you can't be driving like that.
Well,
It's
people
going
do.
to cause an accident.
People do. My horn's working fine.
Well, don't wear it out.
I'm trying to.
If
but
anyone's going to wear it out, it might be Dave.
okay. It could be me.
Yeah, I would have done of just a full, long, single honk that entire time, but that's just me.
Yeah, I just felt there was a need to do something
To
a little
each their own, right?
A little extra
Preferences.
special that I don't normally do. So
Extra
that's what I tried.
special.
A little extra
Okay.
special.
Something real nice.
Something real nice. Yeah.
You guys are
Okay.
the worst.
It's not just the emails. It's not just messages to underwhelming.ca. It's not just coffees you buy. You can also leave voice messages
Yes.
through underwhelming.ca. And guess who sent us another?
I'll bet it's Scotty.
Again?
Scotty!
Wow. What a treat.
I have to admit, I laughed when Rachel said it was a bulbous light bulb that someone put up their butt. Bulbous is a funny word to me, anyway. But really, that just sounds like a shitty idea. Somebody block me, for God's sakes.
And part two.
All right.
Never.
Because light bulbs are a symbol used for ideas, and shitty because it's in your butt.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we get it. Thank you.
If you're explaining it, Scotty.
Thank you,
yeah,
Scotty.
Hey, by the way, I'm showing my Bad Bunny shirt. He does kind of look like
Bad
Bruno
Bunny,
Mars.
yes.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. Listen, if you can't see it, that means you're listening, and we appreciate that. But
Yeah.
you can watch us on YouTube. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can watch us on YouTube, and in fact, we need some more subscribers so that we can start monetizing YouTube. So go to our YouTube channel and please subscribe so
Yes.
that we can set that up.
Yeah, or one other place you can leave a comment is Spotify. And Megan, by the way, David,
Yes.
I asked, for her to give us more information on this, so I don't know yet. But all she wrote was, "Oh, Dave, guess what one of your favorite listeners does for a living? It's not just drawers and dicks over here."
What does that mean? What does that mean?
We'll find out next week. I don't know.
What?
That's very cryptic.
What? One of your favorite listeners? That's a good riddle.
Megan, what do you do
What
for
your
a living?
favorite listeners does for a living? It's not just drawers and dicks. Drawers full of dicks.
Yeah.
It's almost like another Valentine's poem.
What could it
Almost.
be?
I know.
I hope she tells us.